What's up, everyone? It's your host, Ghost, coming to you with another wonderful video. Oh man, am I tired? Oh, I'm exhausted. Oh, sorry about that. All right, how's everyone doing? I am here, barely, exhausted per usual. I don't ever get enough sleep, it seems. Anyways, sorry. Um, so yeah, got a few topics for you. We're gonna look at the gays against groomers. One of their members went undercover, I guess, and as a 14-year-old girl thinking she's trans. And we'll see what some of the responses is she got. It's the Sound of Freedom. The child sex trafficking ring is being censored across theaters. We'll look at that. Minnesota AG, it goes on a racist rant about Thomas Clarence. Fuck. We'll look at that. And then the libs of TikTok, they have a video on Rachel Levine, that admiral dude that says he's a female. We'll look at that. I guess he's saying some shit about gender affirming care is good for kids or whatever crap. So we'll look into that, and then also, last thing we'll talk about is a police union boss. Sorry, in LA tells his members to go somewhere else where they can be appreciated. So we'll look at that. So that's what we got for today. So, no, I fucked up. I forgot my wonderful banner. There we go. There it is. Very important banner. The most important thing in the entire world is that banner. Gotta make sure. Anyways, make sure to like the video, subscribe. Also, sorry, video. There we go. Also, follow me at official W Ghost on Twitter. Make sure to follow me on Rumble if you're watching this on Rumble, or on YouTube if you're watching this on YouTube. Make sure to follow my gaming streams, Gaming with Ghost on Rumble and Kick. And yeah, so make sure you follow me on those various platforms. All right, let's get into the topic. The first thing we're going to look at is gays against groomers. Okay, sorry. Hold on. So, exclusive recently, this is what the Gays Against Groomers Twitter is. Recently, one of our members went undercover as a 14-year-old girl, thinking she's trans. Planned Parenthood at PFA referred her to Community Healthcare Network, CHNNYC, for help, and sorry. And what they proceed to tell her was shocking, to say the very least. This is happening all over the country. It must be exposed and stopped. Watch now. All right. So we are going to watch and see what is up.
For quality assurance purposes, this call may be monitored or recorded.
Thank you for calling Planned Parenthood of Good and New York. My name is Marinella, pronoun she and her. How can I assist
Oh my
you?
God.
Hello, my name's Kelly, and I was calling. I'm a little nervous.
Jesus Christ. All right, so it looks like Planned Parenthood immediately needs to tell you their pronouns, like whatever. I guess that's a thing now. Pronouns are so fucking stupid, and the fact that you go out and that's immediately, in your opening greeting message is so dumb. All right, sorry, continue.
But I've come out to my parents as trans, and they don't want to help me out. And I'm only 14 years old, and I was calling because someone gave me information that you guys could help me out.
Okay, let me see if we do services for underage. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Is it okay if I place you on a brief hold?
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for holding. I'm so sorry, but at this time we're only doing services if you're over 18.
Oh, okay. Is there anywhere
Yes,
else that you know that could possibly help?
I don't, but let me give you a number. We can also help you with this, actually. They're called Community Healthcare.
Okay, what's the number?
1 second. Yeah, 1 second. It's 866-246-8259.
Thank you so much. I've been so worried. Thank you so much.
No worries. You got this. Thank you so much for calling us. And once you're 18, you can always call us if you need assistance.
Thank you.
No worries.
Bye.
Take care.
All right, here we go, guys.
Good afternoon. Thanks for calling Community Healthcare Network. My name is Brian. How can I help?
It's kind of funny that Planned Parenthood tells you their pronouns immediately, but then Community Healthcare Network, that may be doing this whole transitioning thing for kids, they don't use pronouns. It's kind of funny. That's all.
Hello, my name is Kelly. I just called the Planned Parenthood, and they gave me your number, and they said how they couldn't possibly help me because I'm underage. But I came out to my parents as trans, and they freaked out and said that they wouldn't help me in any way possible. And I was wondering if you guys could help.
Of course, but what is it that you're in need of?
Just any, I'm not really sure. I'm only 14, and I'm trans. I don't feel like I'm in the body that I'm supposed to be in. And I told my parents this, and they freaked out and yelled at me. So I'm just seeking any kind of help I could get.
But okay, let's backtrack a little bit. If you're looking for like a primary care provider and then looking for treatment like hormonal therapy, we can do that. Mental health services, we also offer that. When you said Planned Parenthood, I'm sort of thinking along the lines of termination, but I don't know if that's what you're looking for.
No. One of my friends told me that Planned Parenthood helped, but they said they couldn't because I was too young. And Planned Parenthood gave me this number.
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking for hormonal treatment, we can help with that.
Oh, okay. How would I go about scheduling an appointment so my parents wouldn't find out?
Well, you would be put on a cold Cindy. So cold Cindy's are just, we reach out to the patient and only to the patient. Whatever number you provide for your chart is the number we will reach. I can also put into your chart no mail, so you will not be mailed at all. And that way, if it's your home address where your parents reside as well, you won't get any mail.
Oh, that's...
Okay, that is just crazy. All right, that is crazy. So this place, Community Healthcare Network, will not only transition people underage or help with, the hormone therapy, transitioning, all that crap underage, but they will also have active steps to prevent a parent from knowing their kid is attempting to receive treatment. That is just ridiculous. That's just so ridiculous. All right, look, when you're underage, you're under your parents' authority because they are responsible for you. Okay, you can't have responsibility without authority. We all know this. Um, so this should be extremely illegal, is to provide care to a child without letting their parents know. If this shit that we're dealing with right now with this whole transgender shit is just ridiculous. Like, how in your right mind do you think it's okay to assist in transitioning of a child without their parents knowing? Like, I don't understand how this has become so okay that people can do this. Anyway, let's continue watching. This is just fucking crazy.
I think that would be best.
It's your first time here, right?
I've never been before. I've been too afraid.
Okay, just give me one moment. Not finding anything. Hold on.
And you're sure my mom won't find out?
Yeah, Code Cindy is when we have to put labels on your chart. So as soon as I make this chart, it's gonna be contact by phone only, and then it's just gonna be the number you give me. I'm gonna put no mail for your address, and then that's it. If anyone ever calls for you, we can't disclose any information if it's not you. How we know
okay.
it's you? I mean,
Because I'm underage.
yeah, understood. But we help underage patients receive care that they need and want, as long as it's not harmful to oneself.
Not harmful to oneself. Hormonal therapy is harmful. Oh my god, this is so dumb. Okay, sorry.
We try to help you out the best we can.
Okay. I'm so nervous. My palms are sweating.
I got you.
Right
now, but the only thing is, right now I'm already at the end of August looking, and I'm not getting any appointment.
But can I call back later?
Yeah, most definitely. I still want to put you. Okay, I found it. So the soonest appointment that I have is August 31st with Dr. Carmichael. This appointment would be a Thursday at 9:40.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me just make a test account to put a placeholder, and then since I have to just put a lot of labels on your chart, just give me one moment.
Okay. I'm just so scared.
What is your last name?
Johnson?
Johnson? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Johnson has an H in it, right?
Yeah, Johnsson.
Okay. I'm gonna.
Okay. I'm just gonna say that the voice, like whatever voice changer that the Gays Against Groomers is using, is really getting on my nerves. It's driving me nuts. But anyways, this is just wild. Like this community healthcare network is actively has steps and is actively preventing parents from knowing that the child's undergoing this kind of bullshit treatment. It's just really blowing my. I mean, it shouldn't, but it really is blowing my mind.
I'm gonna ask you for your birth name, but I'm also gonna put your preferred name in the chart.
Okay.
So what is your name from birth?
Kelly Johnson.
And your preferred name?
Either Michael or Peter. And my friends call me both.
Michael and Peter.
Michael or Peter. Hold on. So I can't put two preferred names. Is there one that you choose more
just
than
Michael.
One? What is your date of birth?
August 8th, 2009.
So you identify as a trans male, right? Trans man.
Uh-huh.
Okay, got it. I just want to make sure I'm putting it right. What is your zip code?
I don't actually know. I live in Manhattan.
What is your address then? Just the first line. I'm not putting it on your chart. I just need to do a
search. I'm just so scared. I don't want my mom to find out.
Yeah, but I'm not putting your address in your chart. I just need to find the zip code.
I believe it's 10018.
10018.
I live in the I live in the Dartmouth district.
Okay. What is your best contact number?
910 514 1099.
1099.
Uh-huh.
The number you're calling from is 541.
Yes, 910 541 1099.
Okay, you told me 514.
I'm sorry, I'm just nervous.
No, you're fine. I just want to make sure I got correct information. Do you have an email you want to put on your chart? The email is only asked if like you would want like a virtual appointment or to see
Okay.
your own portal.
Okay. M is in Mary, F is in Frank, L is in Larry, D is in David, period 3, N is in Nancy at gmail.com.
So you told me M is in Mary, F is in Frank, L is in Lion, T is in David, dot 3, N is in Nancy at gmail.com.
Uh-huh.
Do you have health insurance? It's best not. No, never mind. I don't even want your insurance right now since we're doing Code Cindy. Hold on. Hold on. I'm going to put some tags on your chart. So the way the tags work is that anytime someone calls in regards to your name or your date of birth, they have to confirm it's you. Now, the only way, since you're Cold Cindy, the only way that they can confirm it's you, usually we need 3 pieces of information to confirm it's you. It would be your name, date of birth, and then email. Then the tags, let's say your mom called and she somehow knew your name, date of birth, and email, or your dad. The tags are gonna ask them to identify themselves, and then if they come up as either mom or dad, then the representative will have to decline the call. But since you're not getting any mail to your address, there should be no reason for them to ever know that you're getting services from us.
Okay. That's what I'm worried about the most. Because when I came out to them, they yelled at me.
Sorry, reading that. All right, so that's the video. That's just crazy to me. That really is super freaking crazy to me. Like these people are actively taking steps. Sorry, to prevent parents from knowing whether their kid is, going through gender therapy or whatever, hormonal therapy or whatever bullshit you want to call it. It's just really ridiculous to me. Like, how can you go and... This is ridiculous. Like, you may not agree with a parent's decision to not let their kids go through, hormonal therapy or gender transition or something, but fuck you. It's their kid. They get to, until they're 18, they have the authority to say, yeah, no, like, this is just crazy. Now, obviously, this is a fake person, not a fake person, but like, Kelly's not real. It's just it's a groomer. It's a gays against groomer member that is doing this to expose these people. But the fact that a company and any state would go out of their way to not only provide treatment for a kid without their parents knowing, but actively take steps to prevent the parent from ever finding out. That's just ridiculous to me. That's just wrong. Like, it's ridiculous. All right, let's get on to the next one. I'm sure I'll get even more pissed off. I don't know why people just can't leave kids alone. Like, honestly, oi, teach us, leave them kids alone. All right, so this is Admiral Rachel Levine. It's a dude. Says he's a female. He's like the first quote unquote female admiral or something like that. Kind of funny considering it's a dude. The first female admiral's a dude, but whatever. Rachel Levine advocates for gender-affirming care for kids, claims kids can go through the wrong puberty, and the standard care allows them to explore that. I really don't understand this. Like, how can a kid whose body is the one that, puts them through puberty, the body, it just doesn't make any sense to me, honestly. Like, somehow a person's body that, it's the natural process of puberty, they can go through the wrong puberty somehow, even though it's their body. Shit never makes any sense to me.
Admiral Rachel Levine is a pediatrician and the Assistant Secretary for the Department of Health and Human Services. She's the highest-ranking openly transgender federal official in the country.
What would you say to folks who think that they're being reasonable by saying, why can't children just wait till they're 18?
Adolescence is hard and puberty is hard. What if you're going through the wrong puberty?
It's a funny thing. Sounds like a dude. Like, it's not even like, sounds like even remotely close to a woman. This is a guy. Fucking ridiculous.
What if you inside feel that you are female, but now you're going through a male puberty?
Well, that by definition would mean that you're male. If your body that is, goes through, like, this is a natural process. If your body's going through a male puberty, then you're a dude.
The argument is, well, they're too young to know.
I want to make it clear that for prepubertal children, there are no medical procedures done. The standard of care allows them to explore that with therapy.
Admiral Rachel Levine is a pediatrician and the Assistant Secretary.
These people are dangerous. These are dangerous people. They come after our kids. And yes, that's what they're doing. They're coming after our kids. And they're trying to push their ideals onto them for no other reason than just because. I actually don't know. Like, I don't understand people that just need to go after kids, push these ideals onto kids. When, we don't even let kids consent to sex, but somehow they are mature enough to decide, oh, I went through the wrong puberty. I need to go through the correct puberty. This is just really ridiculous. Like, leave kids alone. Like, wait till they're 18. And look, a lot of kids, if left alone and through to their own devices, they generally don't actually continue on with this whole gender dysphoria bullshit. Kids are just kids. They're just confused. They're confused about everything. They want to fit in. Transgenderism is like super popular, so they want to go, and it's kind of a fad to them. So they'll say, "Oh yeah, I'm transgender." So we need to stop taking this so seriously and just let kids be kids and tell them, like, no, you're actually a guy or you're actually a girl. Stop. We just need to stop this bullshit. Leave kids alone. Let them be kids. Let them be them. Like, I just don't understand why people just really want to go after kids and help them with this transitioning bullshit. Leave kids alone. Okay? Leave them kids alone. All right. Well, speaking of kids, another thing. Apparently, it's going to be about kids today. All right, so this is a video. The Sound of Freedom is being censored from coast to coast. The movie has also been lambasted by critics. It's getting at the Jeffrey Epstein's flight log treatment. Very concerning. So, The Sound of Freedom is basically a movie on child trafficking. I think it's like a true story or something like that. Hold on. Yeah, so it's about a former government agent who embarks on a mission to rescue children from sex traffickers in Colombia. Let's see. I guess it's maybe not a true story. I thought it was. Oh no, he did it. Okay, yeah, no, it is. It is a true story. Well, not a true story, but it's inspired by a true story. Um, but yeah, so I mean that's the film. I guess it's not a true story, but it's like based in reality type situation. Anyways, so that's what the synopsis is. And it looks like audience reception has been high, even though critics give it a mixed review. So therefore, don't listen to the critics. It's grossed 85 million worldwide, which is against a 14.5 million budget. I say that's pretty good. All right, so why are we talking about this? Well, it looks like it's being censored across the states, the cities. There's been multiple. We'll watch this video in a second, but there's been multiple. There's been multiple times where like it's being prevented from being watched. Either lights going on, other technical issues. Some there's like a frozen screen. But yeah, so there, I guess there's been a lot of this stuff like this happening where it's being prevented from being um, watched. Either, I mean, could possibly be by mistake or unintentional. So let's look at this video.
You and everyone else in the nation.
Why don't you put it on?
Wow. Wow. Hey, you also said you're sold out online.
Here's what we can do for you guys. These are the options that we're about to give you guys right now. All right. So everyone's gonna get a pass for a future movie, and then you can also get a swap into a different showtime for another day or for later tonight.
Wow.
Or you can get a refund.
How come online it said all the seats were sold out? What a fucking joke.
Okay, so that's the basics of it. It's I don't know. It sounds like a really interesting film. I'm probably not going to go see it. I have a really bad, having a kid of my own, shit like that is something I really don't want to watch. But it seems like it's actually it's very popular. People are really liking it, which is good. They absolutely should be watching this. This is a very important film to watch, I think. But yeah, it's honestly like I'm probably going to go watch. I have an overactive imagination, so. But yeah, it seems like there's been a lot of problems with the distribution of the film, but a lot of people have seen it, so it could very well just be. I mean, it's made 85 million worldwide, so apparently, plenty of people are watching it. It seems like there's some locations that are having trouble screening it. So I don't know. I don't know what to say. It's interesting, but I mean, it's not that interesting. It seems like more of a coincidence than anything. But maybe I just am naive. All right. Let's get into this. So, this is the Minnesota Attorney General, Keith Ellison. And I guess he was like doing an interview or something, and he goes on a racist rant comparing Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas to a house slave. The radically charged comment came during an interview with Michigan Chronicles. Ellison went as far as saying that Thomas reminded him of Stephen from Django Unchained, a house slave who worked under Calvin Candy, played by Leonardo DiCaprio. Anyone who has watched the movie Django, just watch Stephen and you see Clarence Thomas. The left gets really upset when Black Americans refuse to support their agenda. That's very true. Like, you ever notice anytime a black guy, black girl, whatever, black person doesn't back the left agenda, they're called an Uncle Tom, they're called, a traitor, whatever, et cetera, et cetera. So, if they don't do something that the left thinks should be done, then they're immediately demonized, which I find kind of interesting. All right, let's listen to this guy.
Well, Clarence Thomas, all you got, anybody who's watched the movie Django, just watch Stephen and you see Clarence Thomas. Clarence Thomas has decided that his best personal interest is siding with the powerful and the special interests, and regardless as to who they're going to hurt. He's like, I'm looking out for me, and I don't care nothing about you. But I'm on the Supreme Court, so it's my job to look out for you. So he's abdicating his responsibility.
Okay, that's incorrect. His job as a Supreme Court justice isn't to look out for people. It's to ensure the Constitution is being upheld. That's the Supreme Court justice's job.
He has abdicated a long time ago. When he got in office, he was this way. He's this way now. Maybe he's worse now. So Clarence Thomas needs to be impeached. Clarence Thomas is illegitimate and has no basis in the job that he's in. And it's a lesson to us.
What basis does this guy have to say that Clarence Thomas was illegitimate? Like, okay, I don't know. Let me just make sure I understand the word. Okay, so it's illegitimate, not authorized by the law, not in accordance with accepted standards or rules. So what standards or rules does this Attorney General say Clarence Johnson or Clarence Thomas? Is it Thomas Clarence? I think I put Thomas Clarence. Yeah. Does this guy put Thomas Clarence? Yeah, this motherfucker wrote Clarence Thomas. Okay, yeah, no, it is Clarence Thomas. Okay, so no, that's correct. Did I write it wrong? Hold on. I feel like I wrote it wrong in my description. I did write it wrong. I said Thomas Clarence. Man, that was tired. That was dumb. I had to fix that. Hold on. It's being done. set this up. I was apparently really tired because I wrote Thomas Clarence. All right, looks like I have to do this later. Hopefully I remember. All right, anyways, sorry. So yeah, like what how is he not legitimate? Like he was confirmed by the Senate, he was nominated by the president. Those are the standards and rules. Like nominated and confirmed. He was nominated and confirmed. Just because he doesn't vote the way just because he doesn't vote the way you agree doesn't make him illegitimate. And what do you like? What has he done that you desire him to be impeached? Let's find out.
Us as African Americans, what is the lesson? We all thought, well, he's a black man raised in the deep South. He knows what racism, segregation is. He knows what affirmative action is. He's going to come around one day.
Okay, so that seems like what his deal is. It's the fact that Clarence Thomas helped strike down affirmative action. But affirmative action is racist in itself. It puts one race above the other. Just because the race happens to be black doesn't make it not racist. And I think affirmative action actually does more harm than it did any good. I think, for one thing, the college dropout rates were extremely high with Black Americans when they went to high-end schools because they're not really ready for it. But they go anyways just because of affirmative action. But so that's a harm. But not only that, it also harms the Black Americans that worked their ass off to get into these schools. Even though they didn't have to, but they worked their ass off and are thriving and doing well in the schools. But in the back of their mind, they're wondering, do I belong? Do I deserve to be here, or am I only here because of the color of my skin? There's a video that Steven Crowder did. He did it on affirmative action. He was talking about how wrong affirmative action is, whatever. And he was talking to this black girl, and she was talking about how she did pretty much everything she could. She came from a very small school, so they didn't have AP classes or something like that. But she did a bunch of extracurricular. She worked her butt off to and then what this, I don't think he did this at Harvard or anything, but he did it at a I guess not a prestigious school, but he did it at a school. He was doing this talk at school, but she worked her butt off to get accepted. Did extracurriculars so that her resume would look good. She did whatever she could to get her resume to look good and to be accepted into this college. And she told Crowder, she's like, I don't know if I got in because of the merit of my work or because of the color of my skin. And I really felt for that girl. And, that must be a terrible feeling. That's the danger of affirmative action. It puts people in the mindset of, do I really deserve to be here? Or am I just here because I'm black or I'm Hispanic or whatever? So that's a danger of affirmative action. And I think anyone who complains that, affirmative action has been struck down or anything like that, I think the reason they have a problem with it being struck down is because if it weren't for affirmative action, they wouldn't be where they were. They have no, they couldn't get there through merit. They had to go through and use, the cheating system, basically. That's what affirmative action is, the cheating system. That's what I think. I think anyone who has a problem with affirmative action being struck down, it means what it tells me is they have no confidence in themselves to make it through without having some sort of government saying, hey, you got to hire this person because of the color of their skin.
Today, understand that it's not a matter of pigment. It's not what's on your skin, it's what's in your mind.
Yeah, what's in your mind is, hey, if I didn't have affirmative action, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be Attorney General. Okay, cool. He's done. So yeah, there's that. Yeah, it's interesting. That's interesting. Like I said, I think that's why people who are upset about affirmative action being over, they don't have any ability. They there's two types of people. The ones that, that don't like affirmative action and benefit from affirmative action. They're mad because they know that if it weren't for affirmative action, they wouldn't be where they are today. And then there's, the white guys who are mad, the white people who are mad about affirmative action because they don't believe that, black people, Hispanic people, etc., can get to, to these places, or get these jobs, or get to these schools, at least in this instance, without affirmative action. They have no faith in people, and that is far worse than anything that we could ever think. People are just idiots. All right, now we got one more thing we're going to talk about. So, LA police union boss tells cops to leave the city, go somewhere that understands your worth. Now, Los Angeles is a shithole. Oh, look, Los Angeles Police Department has lost about 1,000 officers since 2019. No wonder it's such a damn shithole. The vice president of a Los Angeles police union encouraged officers to ditch the city and go find work somewhere during unsuccessful salary negotiations in the city. Los Angeles Police Protective League, LAPPL, Vice President Jaretta Sandoza, made the comment made the statement in a comment from her personal Facebook page as the negotiations were being handled in late June. Sandoza wrote in the now deleted statement that the LA City Council was stacked against the police. Go somewhere that respects the work you do, and you don't have to beg for a greater contract. According to a screenshot of the comment posted last month, now obtained by the Los Angeles Times. Go somewhere that has a city council or city manager that openly acknowledges great work you do. Go somewhere that doesn't have two or more city council members who hate you. No exaggeration. LAPPL represents the city's roughly 9,000 police officers. The city area lost 1,000 officers since 2019, so 8,000. Sandoza's displeasure comes as the city continues to lose more and more officers who are frustrated with the treatment by city officials. Police Commissioner Errol Southers has called the loss of officers very, very discouraging, according to the Times. Sandoza defended her comments in a statement to the Times, saying officers were weighing the decision to leave the city long before she entered the discussion. My comments were part of a large online thread about officers who stated they are already deciding to leave the LAPD, she told Outlet. And I stand by every word I wrote to those who decided or are strongly considering leaving the LAPD for another agency. Why'd you delete the comment? Meanwhile, crime and homelessness are spiking in California's large city. Democrat Mayor Karen Bass signed an updated declaration of a state of emergency on homelessness last week, granting her additional powers to expedite the process of building more housing, calling for emergency services for city employees, coordinate city-wide planning to respond to homeless crisis. Bass's office did not immediately respond to a request for comment from Fox News Digital. Overall, California has by far the most homeless people of any state. On a single night last year, 30% of people experienced homelessness in the country, or 171,700 521. Apparently, I can't fucking read. Were in California, according to the data from the Department of Housing and Urban Development. All right. So, if you're a cop, get out of LA. Yeah, I mean, look, this isn't surprising. California is a very leftist state. So the fact that its city's, very left, and the left was the left states were the biggest proponents of defund the police. And look, I don't agree with, a lot of police. I really don't think we should, you know, there's a lot of laws I don't agree that, you know, police should be enforcing, whatever. But, you know, hey, look, the city of or the state of California has, you know, huge crime problems, huge homeless problems, and it's, you know, they're gonna realize sooner or later that, you know, just saying, you know, not having police officers isn't gonna be the best thing in the world for them. Which I can't wait for the city of California to burn. I feel, you know, I hope everyone that lives there is getting out and understands that leftist policies destroy great cities, not build them. So, you know, I hope they understand this. So when they go to another city, they're not trying to ruin that city with the leftist bullshit. That's just, you know, what I think. But, you know, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe they'll just, you know, go and they'll get social workers to do police jobs. Fucking idiots. Sorry, I'm just fixing some of the stuff. Okay. All right. Anyways, that's all I got for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys, you know, found it interesting. I found some of that stuff interesting, especially the 14-year-old or underage, you know, helping with kids transition shit. That was very eye-opening. Anyways, I hope you guys liked the video. Like I said, make sure to follow me at officialwghost on Twitter. And then with Ghost on Rumble and YouTube, Gaming with Ghost on Rumble and Kick. I hope you all have a good day. Peace out, and see